attract, right? But then how do you actually make it work once you're together? In this video, we're going to be going over some challenges you may face as an introvert-extrovert relationship and also some helpful tips on how to make it work.
Welcome back to Victory with Sheldon and Leah. We're so glad you guys are able to join us for a few minutes today. If you find value in this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe, join the family, join the movement. We want you to win with faith, family, and finances. So go ahead and join the family, start winning, because you can live in victory. Also, be sure to hit the bell icon so that you're notified when we upload.
So today we're going to be talking about some challenges you may face as an introvert-extrovert relationship. As you guys can probably see, we're a little bit different. A lot different, actually. I have blue eyes, he has brown eyes. Besides that, we're pretty much the same person.
True.
So we are an introvert-extrovert couple.
And just a little plug here, which is always funny, right? I think it's kind of God's sense of humor on the universe is he takes these, what would be on the surface as conflicting personalities, and then hey, go find each other out of 7 billion people on the planet. And so we do.
As an introvert-extrovert couple, you may have been attracted to each other, one, because the extrovert, was always the life of the party, and that was something that maybe you as the introvert were not. And maybe for the extrovert, we're attracted to an introvert because...
it's peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of that. Youngest of 3, family of 5, college life, there's never any peace and quiet. And then I meet a girl and it's oh, she's peaceful. She's quiet.
So with that, I mean, it's great. You want what you don't have, that you get together, you're all excited, but then you realize that there are some challenges because you are different. So how do you actually make it work without both of you being miserable? Annie, what is being an extrovert?
Oh, it just means that you talk too much, you're loud. Garbage. All right, an extrovert is just somebody who recharges around other people, right? If you're in a crowd, you're in a group of people, you do okay. It doesn't mean you're the loudest guy in the room. It doesn't actually mean you're the life of the party. You can be a shy extrovert, believe it or not. Most people don't realize that, but that's a thing. In fact, I was a shy extrovert for most of my life, so. So it just simply means that's how you recharge. You recharge externally from more people and things like that. So. And so for the sake of this video, honey, what's an introvert?
I'm glad you asked. So being an introvert just means that you need time to recharge alone. When you are with a large group of people, it doesn't mean that you don't enjoy it. It just means that you slowly get drained and you may need to leave a little early, or you may just need some time to recharge by yourself. That's all it is. Not all introverts are shy. Not all introverts are the life of the party either. But being shy and being an introvert are not the same thing.
True. So stop sharing memes on Facebook with false information on it regarding personalities.
Some introverts actually don't even like to read.
All right. And so we like to talk about this stuff because it's important. I think it's important to understand yourself and understand other people, especially if you're moving in any kind of relationship, not even just necessarily a marriage relationship, but this can help you change a better approach. Maybe there's somebody that you want to connect with a little bit better. Maybe it's a business partner or something that you want to connect with. We're specifically talking about marriage, but this helps in all aspects of life. Because you can't connect with people that you annoy. No. And in order to learn how not to annoy people right out the gate, you have to learn how to interact with a lot of different personality types. So there's the value for today. All right, so some challenges that you will face, not that you might face, that you will face as a, let's say, complementary personality types.
There we go.
Couples. You gotta be positive here, right? I feel like opposite is so negative. You just say, oh, we're opposites. Complementary.
Yeah.
I'm an ENTJ. She's an ISFP. It's great. We got everything covered. All the bases are covered. Let's talk about challenge 1, sort of interacting as a couple with other people, right? This can be like a large gathering. For my Pentecostal people, this can literally be like going to church and then like how long you end up hanging around after church. It's something you got to think about, right? But so just interacting as a couple with other people.
Yeah. So I think a big part about this is kind of listening to each other's needs. So as an extrovert, he really needs time to be around people. As an introvert, I could be good to go, just we leave right after church. But that's not good because I need to build relationships, because relationships are really important in life. Listening to each other's needs. If I'm feeling really drained, I need to communicate that with my husband. If he's really wanting to chat with people, he needs to communicate that with me. And then be willing to compromise. If I'm feeling drained, I can just go to the car, or if we're thinking about this ahead of time, we could even drive separately.
No, I don't necessarily recommend driving separately. You have to be, especially if you like come to church and like, oh, what's wrong with them? I'm driving in separate cars. No, but so I don't necessarily recommend. But if you have to do that, then absolutely, it's better than causing friction or anything like that. And also, I would say to go along with communicating your needs, I would say be sensitive to your partner's needs. Those nonverbal cues, right? 90-something% of all communication is nonverbal, right? So before it gets to the point where, oh, there's just certain cues you can pick up on, right? And they're just kind of sitting by themselves or, looking a little bit more tired than when you got there kind of a thing. Heck, there's times we go, or I'm tired before she is anyway, so it doesn't even make a difference. Like, hey, you ready to go? Yeah. Because you know how women do after church, man. Come on, let's be honest. All right. So in summation, practical tips. Communicate, right? You can make a game plan before you go. Hey, we're going to stay for such and such long. If you've got other things on the agenda that you have to do, put it out there, establish it, get it going. Have a game plan. Yeah. Have an exit strategy, right? Don't be like the Iraq War. Step 2, you can drive separately if you have to. If that's absolutely necessary, especially if, guys, going to one thing can turn in with the fellas. It turns into like, oh yeah, now we're going to go do such and such. Oh, well, plan ahead. Plan for the unexpected. If you drive separately, that's a good way to kind of circumvent that. So, and then 3, pick up on the nonverbal cues. A little bit tired, a little bit isolated, a little bit kind of ready to go. Pick up on that. Don't make a scene. Graciously make an exit. Real simple.
Challenge number 2, interacting separately. As an introvert and extrovert, we talked a little bit about how we need to recharge, and you need to be okay with this. As an introvert, I need time to be alone. And he needs to be okay with that. He needs to not feel offended when I need to just be by myself for a little bit. And as an extrovert, he may need some time to hang out with his friends. And I need to be okay with that. I need to not be offended because he wants to spend time with his friends.
Yeah, so it sounds simple on the surface, right? But I guarantee you this is a source of a lot of friction for a lot of people. Because we talk to people all the time. We're not throwing any names out there, right? But you're still 2 whole people.
Yeah.
Even though you come together and as a whole, 2 wholes that make a bigger and better whole as a couple, right? But you're still 2 whole people. Like, I still have my friends outside of, I didn't just, all right, the old ball and chain. Like, no, that's garbage. That's garbage thinking, right? And that's garbage in practicality. So you still have your friends. You still have the things that you still like to do, right? I was an avid table tennis player. But there were times, all right, a couple nights a week, I'm going to go out. I'm going to play some table tennis. It's just what I like to do. It's how I recharged, and that's just the way it was. I think it's important also to establish even boundaries there. So I'm not just going to run off, and use, I need to recharge as an excuse to escape what should be a good relationship in the first place, right? So establish if it's like a couple nights a week, 1 night a week, whatever. But I think also here, just communicating up front kind of what you want out of the whole thing and how it works, because big picture, kind of macro perspective, I recharge so I can come back and be a better husband and a better father anyway, right? That's what my life revolves around. So everything else is kind of designed to enhance what I am when I get home, period. So begin with the end in mind.
To go along with that, when you are apart from each other, you actually miss each other, and it makes you more excited to come home or to just start interacting with your spouse again. So this can actually be very helpful as well with your relationship.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And so finally, point number 3, interacting internally. It's how you guys are going to, again, 2 whole people making 1 whole couple, right? And so you got to figure out how to move around in the space actually together when you're at home, right? For those moments when you are Just chilling. And so what this kind of means, what I would say is, let's talk about like date night and things like that, right? You're still a couple. And obviously for an introvert and an extrovert, their initial sort of off the cuff idea of fun is probably a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different, right? So I would say a good way to sort of reach a compromise that's good is not just one person gets to plan the date night, right? Ladies, you too can plan a date night, right? It's not up to guys. Guys, plan a date night. And when you do plan it out, take turns maybe, right? Let's say you get out every other Friday night. Let's just say, because you're busy, you're a busy person, you're a professional, you probably have your own business, all this other stuff, so you're busy, right? Every other Friday, hey, it's going to be date night. Person A gets the first Friday, person B gets the third Friday. You pick it out, you plan it out. And you might actually find things that you both really like doing, and it's not even necessarily about like sort of the interaction with other people. So it's just fun to do.
Right. Now with that, don't make your spouse do something they absolutely hate. But also, if you don't like something, maybe be open to trying it once more. Because if your spouse really loves it, it would probably mean a lot to them if you at least tried liking it again.
Yeah, strangest thing, right? So we're in college, and again, I really love to play table tennis. Well, all of a sudden, this little lady started coming around with a little paddle, and and she was decent. She was practicing all of a sudden, right? It wasn't necessarily that she liked table tennis. She definitely didn't like it as much as I did, but it was something we could do fun together, and obviously now we're married with a kid, so it worked.
It kind of worked, yeah. So we went over 3 different challenges today: interacting as a couple, interacting separately, and interacting internally. The main thing here that we wanted to get across to you is to communicate. The more communication, the better. Talk about how you feel, talk about how you may miss each other, or talk about how you need time. Time to be by yourself, time to be with other friends. Just communicate. Communicate is great. Without communication, there is no relationship.
100%. So just some practical tips for you guys. If you found value in this video, please click the like button. Help us out with the algorithm. Promote good stuff, promote good content, promote some positivity, right? Join the family, subscribe. Current strangers are just future friends, and current friends are just past strangers. So go ahead and join the family, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you're notified when we upload. Right now we're uploading 1 video a week, for now, for you guys to enjoy. And we hope we added some value for you guys today.
We love you guys, and remember, you too can live in victory. We'll see you in our next video.